Oh god, I love when the stream crashes despite nothing happening with my internet. I like nothing more than nothing going wrong. And then the stream crashing. Like, what, did it not like that I got that trophy? Alrighty. Now, did it crash because I got that trophy and it didn't like that for some reason?
An easy fight.
Alright. Alright, summon her. I don't really have many fire spells that I like. I don't care. Just eat lightning bolts and die. I do not like those enemies. Those big old tree guys can suck one. Specifically only if they don't enjoy it. Trying to fight them when you're not using a spell of an element they're weak to is annoying. Alright, no, we cannot use Cypher to get across that early. Alright, because there's an objective between here and there. Let's see, thunder and fire. Alright, so Taika can go after them. Oh, Meteor Storm, then call Egon. Did you just kick me in the side? Alright, fine then. You wanna... Oh, it's my element turned off. Okay, when did I... Oh, right. So I automatically summon them in so many situations now. I love when I forget all of the upgrades that I've unlocked. Why did I unlock them if I'm just gonna be an idiot and forget them? You know what? Sure. If you're just gonna hand me a replacement, then I'll use it. Probably should have healed before doing that if I wanted to be optimal about it. Well, there's a medium elixir just in this chest here. I do wonder what I'm going to get for, what is it? Taika, I think it is. Yeah, for her side quests as, like, abilities for the main character. Since I've already got 2 different sets of, Alright.
That was a tenacious one.
I guess I can check the way it wants. Need to go for... Wait, no, there's other places I can look at first. And despite the fact that I know a lot of them aren't going to go anywhere, I vehemently insist on checking them because I'm convinced at some point one of these stages is going to be as fun to explore as the first one was again. Even though I should have accepted by now that as the sheer number of side quests increases, for each area, the amount of areas that are locked off behind, you can only access them during side quests, will increase. I'll check around and hope that maybe we'll find one of those max HP, MP, or... sorry, arts points or soul gauge increases. So aside from, like, small health elixirs, guard potions, they're some of the only things I have room for in my inventory. Okay, the fact that there's not an optional enemy encounter here tells me that odds are the game will expect me to come through here at some point. Then again, this path over here, if I could zoom further in, looks like we might cipher across it. Alright, we don't actually have every flower for here. I have all the other ones for every other area, so I forget that some places I don't yet.
I can be of use here.
It's this button. This one.
My duty is clear. I hope I have been helpful.
That's status affliction healing, which is yet to come up. Oh, we just grapple across, of course. Alright, flower.
The holy laws decree your obliteration.
Okay, you know what? Just for you. Oh no, because of course the last one was fire week, so this one's got to be ice week. Oh well, I like hail shot substantially more than fire lance anyway.
Proudly done. To my side, my noble Imperial.
This should be simple enough.
We should move on.
So, how's Rise of 3 treat? Oh, you just said it's fun. I was about to ask how it's treating you. I guess you answered that, didn't you? Okay, judging by save points, I am going to get over to where those other ones are. But it also looks like there's going to be another section that we go through that's not on this map, because we need 9 more blossoms, and there's like... One, 2, 3, 4 on the map at present. Oh, nice. That does seem like the kind of game that benefits from that kind of freedom.
This should be easier now.
Light? Alright. Well, in light of your stupid weakness... Infinite Void. Infinite Void. Hey, you over there. How would you like... an Infinite Void for your efforts? Get Infinite Voided, losers.
All threats will be eliminated.
I do need to remember to switch back to my other weapon when I cast spells, because it does make my spells like 10% stronger. just often enough to just turn them into one-shots if the enemy's weak to them.
What are you...
Oh, hey, look who it is.
Oh! Hey there, Maria.
You are still searching for your missing object?
You remembered that? Yeah. Still no luck.
It's possible they could go
Do you truly
ARPG
believe
with it.
that what you seek still remains in this world?
But since Atelier seems like their
knows?
main series, I think they'd test it out somewhere
It's
else
personal after all.
first. Like with Blue Reflection
Love
or
of my life,
something.
actually.
Your lover? And you have been searching for her ever since?
Yeah, pretty much. She means the world to me.
So his plotline is the only one I don't think I've already predicted.
Not until I find her.
Though I do have one guess. I'm just not as confident in it as I am
No.
in the other
Pay
things
up
I
no heed.
think I figured out
Forget
about
that I
this
said
game.
Well, thanks all the same. I'll be fine now. This is something I have to do myself, which is all well and good, but I've actually no idea where to look. I'd even accept a sign from the gods at this point. You're out here looking for something important too, right? I suppose when things get tough, we just have to knuckle down and keep our eyes on the prize.
Indeed. I hope we are both successful in our endeavors.
Hey! Are you okay?
Hold your horses, young sir. What lies beyond that pillar belongs to the gods. You do well to keep away.
Well, this is the only place left I can think of. I've looked everywhere else.
I see. I know you don't want to hear this, but it may be time to face reality. I've seen more souls than I care to admit who took their sadness to the grave. There is no shame in moving on.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's better to give up. But I know I can't. Not after coming this far.
Is that so? Well, just be careful then. You hear?
Thanks. I will. I better get going then. It feels like I've been to every corner of Midgard, but I still haven't found you. I can't even remember your face. I don't want to give up, I really don't, but...
Once this scene's done, I'll explain what my theory is.
Maria! Maria, are you okay?
I am fine.
You gave me a scare there. You should take it easy if you're not feeling well.
It was nothing. Anyway, I must go.
Really? Are you sure you're feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Well, just be careful. I really hope we can meet again somewhere.
As do I.
Okay, so my theory, combining this with the other stuff that I've definitely figured out they're gonna do, partly through what's in the game, and also partly through the fact that it took me until almost 2024 to learn about this game when it came out in 2022. Let me go to collection. Really, they're gonna play this game where they don't show me other people in the important characters section. a bit annoying. So my theory is that they've decided to make Hilde and Fenrir secretly the good guys, Odin's evil, and based on that last scene, this is the part that I wasn't sure of before, our main girl here is actually the girl that he was looking for, transformed into a Valkyrie. The first thing I said there, my theory on that comes, one, from the fact that Odin in this game is kind of sketchy and doesn't feel very all-fatherly, if you ask me. And also because Fenrir's suddenly a girl despite there being, I think, a grand total of one translation of Norse mythology that makes Fenrir female. And I doubt they're going to make the character they gender swapped be the bad guy. Especially since, you know, I didn't hear about this game through Twitter melting down about it back in 2022.
An easy fight. Come forth. Bring me victory. What is this? Now. I expect nothing less.
No, don't suck up that. I wanted to do a level 3 one.
You shall not suffer. It is an honor to aid in your cause.
And you had to grab me. Alright. Fuck it. No, you...
Foolish errors. I cannot stand large.
That's not the button I meant to press there, but it worked nonetheless.
A power to restore I have done as I was bid.
Alright, we don't get to go there because... Though admittedly, the save points do kind of direct me in a weird path here, because... The only direct path from... I think it's... Is it save point number 4 here? Then numbers 5 and 6 would require either backtracking or for them to suddenly decide I can get across that gap there.
Let us continue to cleanse the world.
Alright, this is...
Vile soul, you shall be freed.
Oh, you're weak to darkness. Unfortunately, darkness is the element I am the most underdeveloped in. 'Cause there's no Einherjar of it. The only spell I have of that element is kind of a pain to use.
You have exceeded my expectations. I must think of our next move.
Oh yeah, this is definitely... It's gonna be some fuckery going on with allowing me to traverse things I shouldn't be able to down there. That's the rapier that gives me the forward dash through the air.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree. Shower agony.
They're all tightly clustered for the most part, so... Oh, Okay. Oh, great. And you perfectly locked my spells in time for... Alright, finally, he's... No, fuck off.
Some souls cannot be saved.
You are easily the most annoying mob in the game. Just because you're an absolute trash mob who goes down in seconds if I have your weakness. But you insist on throwing up barriers and sealing my moves and all this other stuff that I find fine in turn-based games, but in action games it feels really annoying and limiting.
Well now, what is this?
I don't think I need your voice line to tell me that I was supposed to use you for that, Taika. To even get to the... yeah, that's how we're doing it. We're just adding traversal there. I thought the traversal point would be back here for some reason. I guess I just wanted more level than I ended up getting. Hello, how's it going? I don't actually think I have a single use for those upgrade materials anymore, but I'm still collecting them. I'm doing alright. I was playing the game without progressing the story off stream. Well, technically I do. No, actually my last stream was the last story mission I did. So yeah. Or was it? No, because I stream odd missions and I did even missions on my own. But yeah, I've maxed out the skills she can learn. And I maxed out every weapon and got at least an A rank proficiency in all of them. And then I leveled all my dudes' stats up until they actually stopped going up after chapters, despite the game claiming they were going to go up. They made the mistake of giving me a single side quest that dropped, like, the last upgrade material in the game, so I just looped it for, like, 5 to 6 hours. Alright, you don't like fire, so we summon Taika. Now you are a very unpleasant type of enemy to fight. Let's do Extreme Void on them. So yeah, I'm a little strong, is I guess what I'm saying. Is that my character's a little strong now.
Your purification is at hand.
Alright, and there's a whole weapon that I picked up that none of you guys have gotten to see. Well, Haru's seen it since she was here earlier. But it's a staff that's also 2 maces and shoots magic projectiles during your combos. Okay. Both of them are Ice Element. There's Hail Shot. Alright, Cypher, you come out. Egon, you hold that guy off for a second. Oh, wait.
Do not fear, for this is your salvation. I expected nothing less.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite weapon in the game.
Defying the gods.
Alright. So y'all...
To my son, my noble...
y'all liking me. I'm frozen. No, you don't get to live anymore. Nope. Taika and Egon took care of the rest of them because they're maxed out. It is funny the amount of damage that Taika here does, despite her highest offensive stat being half of what Egon's is. But that's because magic abilities scale way higher than physical abilities and the damage they do per use. That's why this weapon hits so hard with magic, despite my magic attack being roughly half my physical attack. Which I think is actually the best ratio I've had those two numbers in all game. Okay, we don't have any of the permanent upgrade items right now. So my inventory for items is, as far as items that you get during missions this late in the game, it's basically full. Okay, so what's the point of being able to come up here? Or is it just that up here is... I'm gonna guess it's just because up there is like away from enemies in case you're feeling overwhelmed or something. Again, I'm not seeing a direct route through to here, so maybe there is some purpose to it. And if I go up here, am I going to be able to warp up to there? No. Welcome to the I suck at navigating part of the stream. Really? Where we learn that despite me being more than capable of decimating all these enemies, it takes me 5 minutes to notice an environmental grapple point.
Be the first to strike. Extreme ball.
No bear hugs. I don't like hugs.
Divine reckoning. Such a foolish error. My blade. This is your demand.
Oh, you're under the ground right now. There we go. Get back up here where I can bully you properly. Alright. Thanks, Christopher. Oh, and I got hit by thunder and paralyzed. Which is a weird thing to have happen, since, generally speaking, enemies that use thunder resist light. They're not usually weak to it. Well, typically they're actually deal bonus damage to light element things. Oh, the phone. I see you down there. Thought you could hide from me? Did you think you were clever? Alright, then I've got one more there. We continue south. Grab another one there, and that still leaves me a few blossoms short of a full set.
You are all to be purified. Her own futile attempt.
With the arrow boy, I think I've gotten up to somewhere around 600. With Cypher, as in group fights, he can deal out, like, if the enemies group together, like 40 to 50 hits in a single attack sometimes, if he uses his arrow rain. Bear in mind, I don't know if those combo counts actually have any benefit to having a high combo, or if it's just big number, brain release, happy juice. Because some games do give you bonuses for long combos. Yeah, that type of game is... Actually, I could see this game being pretty fun if they went all in on that. Since, you know, you basically summon other people to fight with you. If they made your attacks have more area of effect and actually let you have more than 2 of these guys out at once, I could see this game being really fun as one of those.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
Alright, first we get Christopher out there. Okay, now you're weak to darkness. I don't have any of that, so... You know, yeah, Egon's a pretty solid choice. Get out here, Egon. You hit very hard.
This is the true work of a knight.
Let us continue to cleanse the world.
Yeah, it would not be a hard conversion to make. Just open up the level design a bit more. Make your moves hit wider, add more enemies. Those would be the difficult changes. Oh, forgot to have Cypher out while doing that. Not what I wanted to do. Messed up my input there.
I'll take it from here. Now. I exist to purge evil from the land.
Oh, okay. Ah, I see.
I suppose this is as far as I go.
Bring me victory. It is
Alright,
an honor.
spawn some more in, come on. I guess I can't really blame the game for me being left kind of unsatisfied by these mob fights when I'm the one who took it upon myself to
I must
overlevel.
think of our next move.
I was actually explaining some stuff about Berserk to my older brother the other day at work. Blue chest spotted. Bring your asses over here. I'm looking for a... Really? You're just gonna let me take it? Blue chests are usually guarded. I'm sad now. Blue chests usually have enemies. I was looking forward to dropping into this big room and having to fight like 3 golems, maybe a couple dragons. Nope, just a free health upgrade.
You are all to be
Alright guys, stay grouped up real close like that for me, please. Alright, Cypher, come on out.
beckons the end.
Requesting your aid, Valkyrie. Swing battle in our favour.
Cypher, the idea that you could need help against these chumps is actually a little insulting to you. You know that, right?
I suppose this is as far as I go.
No, I thought I had that open. Now we extreme void them. Alright, get away from him, because he's doing an AoE. Alright, you need to die.
I'll leave the stragglers to you.
Christopher, get your ass back out here.
Noble imperative. Time to reap some cover. I'm proud of
You don't get to take a nap while these losers still dare to breathe.
We end this here.
Alright, fire, get out here, Taika. Let's switch my element back to hers, please. Alright, fine, there's a lot of them, so I'll switch up my spells. Not Fire Lance, though.
Resonant crimson promise. Sweet embrace.
Yeah, come here.
Resonant crimson promise. Sweet embrace of flame. The demise of man. Cease. End this here. Taika, lend me your power. Do not hesitate.
Eradicate every last one.
Fulfill your mission. My duty is clear.
come over here to get the shit that dropped out of that big guy. See, this is the kind of fight I was hoping to get when I went to grab that blue chest. Maybe with a bit less of those guys, though.
I have done as I was bid.
It's because I don't like fighting them. They're not exactly fun fights. The mage guys are just... It's just a style of enemy I'm not a fan of in most action games. The floats around away from you and pelts you with things. So I don't know if it's really a fault for the game or just a fault for my personal tastes. Or are we about to get to go to like a castle or something? We are. Ooh. The last time we actually went inside of a castle was kinda cool. We've got 4 more collectibles total. And hopefully a fair amount of, okay. When is it gonna update to show me what's actually left of the area? Ah, there we go. Ah. We got a big entryway fight. No, I guess the fight earlier was the quote-unquote big fight to get in here.
Here ends your miserable.
Alright, fine then. Think you won just because you sealed Christopher away, so I can't use the buffed versions of my spells.
We must heal our wounds and move on.
That's a series that I could see having one. Do they actually... Okay, was it made at a point in the story where they actually have the, like... 50,000 dudes Conqueror's Hockey takedown? Or was it released before they did the time skip?
Here ends your miserable existence. Meteor swarm. Come forth, Christopher. You're doing fine without me.
I'm sorry, did Christopher just get, like, dejected? That I didn't actually need her help, but summoned her?
That was a tenacious one.
She's basically like, you could have handled, you're handling all this fine yourself. I do not have the palace key. Alright, that means we're looking for a red treasure chest. Did I check out this door I opened after doing that fight with the, like, 3 mates? Yeah, I don't think I checked down in the basement. Or upstairs. This is upstairs. Okay. 'Twas not expecting it to be upstairs. Alright, there's our red chest. I'm still 1 bloom short. I don't think that one was marked up there. Ooh, another red chest. What have you got for me? Okay, that's going on Alphoder right now. Oh, that's interesting. That does kind of fit the series, though. They've always been... At least the show's always been fairly big on being consistent. I can't speak I can't speak too much for the games, because I haven't really played them. Okay. Now, let's see, are we gonna get a big fight? Another big fight? But we're gonna get a fight.
The holy laws decree your mutilation. You will not escape unscathed.
I'll be standing up.
You're doing fine now. I've fulfilled my duty here.
That's another free medium arts elixir. Might as well use one. Yeah, Shanks being a, like, endgame bonus character makes sense. Him and, I could also see them doing that with, Rayleigh, honestly. Because, you know, they're both kind of absurd. Did I already check this one? Yep, I didn't. I blew right past it. Okay, there's... Is this big area actually going to be a battle arena, or is the area up there with the cutscene going to be the battle arena? Or are we going to trigger a cutscene up there and then come down here to actually do the fight? Or is this room only so big because they need to maintain the relative physical space between areas that they had down there? Alright, that's all of our upgrades. Yep, the thing we were looking for ain't here. Only possible explanation is, yep, you. Big surprise. Okay, now prove your Valkyrie profile game and give us something like Nibelung Valesti.
Hilde, how many times must you hinder us?
This will be the last.
What do you mean?
I am done with your idiocy. Your faith in Odin. Your obedience to his will. All of it.
No more of your discourses, then.
No more. Prepare to meet your end.
What fools you are.
Okay, I'm actually going to switch this one just because I have fought this lady so many times, I know this is her weakness.
Extreme Ball.
Alright, this is a copy, but I want it dead ASAP.
My duty. To my side, Christopher. My noble. Upright up. I shall grant. You will not escape unscathed. The end is here. Come forth. Time to reach. It is over, Hilde. Do you yield?
But why? Why obey Odin's commands when you clearly possess so much power?
Why? Why ask such a meaningless question? We Valkyries exist to...
So you still don't have the faintest idea of Odin's true purpose for collecting all those souls?
Oh, look, it's exactly what I predicted.
What nonsense is this now? I have been purifying the souls for...
You don't still believe that lie, surely?
Do not move.
Oh, you're pretty far in then. You're like 1% of the way through.
There's still so much I must do! Ah!
Wait!
Odin's up to something sketchy. She's secretly the good guy.
We failed to retrieve the next gift and let Hilde get away again. Not our best outing by any stretch.
And if Hilde is to be believed, then it would seem that 2 gifts have fallen into their hands now.
We don't know how reliable she is, though. I mean, she did also say that Valkyrie was dangerous and tried to kill her.
It has been a testing time for us all. Perhaps we ought to seek advice in Asgard.
Good idea. We must have a plan if we are to face such a tough opponent.
Like, I don't know, maybe a signature Valkyrie super move. Oh yeah, they're all very attractive.
Maybe you should rest up a bit once we get back to Asgard.
I appreciate that they're not like
over any personal matters. Come on.
Even remotely horny, because so many games nowadays, their cast is even remotely attractive, make them all super horny, and I'm not here for that. Oh yeah, the One Piece live action. Everything I've seen about it is pretty dang good. See, it says their stats are going up by quite significant margins. But once we go into the post-mission menu, you'll see their stats did not actually change. Oh yeah, Luffy, the actor for Luffy is so good at being Luffy. I hit their stat caps, so they can't get any stronger.
I shall report to Odin. You may do as you wish until my return.
Valkyrie, would you not consider resting first? You seem so terribly weary.
You don't have to push yourself like this.
Spare me your concern. I am fine.
So you still don't have the faintest idea of Odin's true purpose for collecting all those souls?
What did she mean by collecting souls? Could Odin truly be hiding something? I have only ever tried to save the world. Yet she insists that I am being deceived. The people on Midgard have faced such hardships. It is for their sake that I carry on this mission. What am I to do? Should I ask the All-Father for the truth? Or perhaps...
I didn't ask it. I mean, he's not Zeus, so he's not going to be that much of an asshole, but at the same time, this game's Odin is not very Odinly, if you ask me. Like there's nothing about him that feels like an Odin to me. Then again, I'm not Odin, so maybe I'm just mansplaining to Odin what Odin should be like. The fact that I still don't have a quest from Taika is a little annoying. Alright, Midgard studies. I think this will be 3. I don't know. Secrets hidden in danger. Report me to the council of whatever it is. But yeah, just like it doesn't seem very Odin-y to me.
All Father. The remaining gifts, Leverheen and Yalmahorn, have fallen into Fenrir's hands. I have failed you, but I shall not.
You worthless imbecile! You had one task. Are you so inept that you forgot what failure means for us? The world will be destroyed if you do not bring me those gifts. Failure is unacceptable.
Please forgive my incompetence.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Odin.
Enough. One of my avatars has tracked down Fenrir. As long as she possesses those gifts, we haven't a second to lose. That is why I shall bestow upon you Gleipnir.
Is this?
It is the rope that once bound her. Even Fenrir cannot break free from its hold. Now go, join my avatars and seek out Fenrir.
Understood. I shall return to Midgard immediately.
We have precious little time left. Do not let me down.
Yeah, his, everything about him since the very start of the game is why I'm convinced, is why I initially distrusted him.
How did it go?
We have been tasked with hunting down Fenrir.
What?
He's younger, smaller,
Odin was the only
less
one with the power to
noble.
defeat her.
We have Gleipnir at our disposal now. With it, we may be able to restrain her. The All-Father's avatars will also aid us.
Doesn't get drunk. Imagine that in Odin, who we haven't seen drink once.
The enemy we face wields incredible power. We must be prepared.
So, did Odin tell you anything else?
No, that was all.
And you're fine with that? We can't hope to win if you still have doubts about the mission.
I have no doubts. My purpose as a Valkyrie has never been clearer.
Valkyrie.
Forgive me. I am merely feeling anxious before the battle.
So, this Gleipnir, it should give us the means to bind Fenrir and prevent her from escaping, I believe. With her at our mercy, perhaps we can then coax some of the answers you seek out of her.
Answers?
Assuming she doesn't lie.
Hilde's words just seem to concern you. I thought perhaps Fenrir might give us the truth of the situation.
Enough, Cypher.
Please accept my apologies for my insubordination.
You meant well. There is nothing to forgive. We must focus on the task at hand now.
Yeah, they did at least keep the one eye thing consistent. Assuming his eye patch thing isn't just hiding a perfectly intact other eye. No, that thing mentioned a skill. If that skill is what I think it is, I'm going to be very happy. If it's not what I think it is, I'm going to be a little let down, to be honest. Okay, so we unlocked that during Story progress. So that's not... Okay. Just a couple more spells there. I was hoping... I'm looking forward to getting Nibelung Valesti. It's like the series' signature super move. So I want it. I want it. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I want to be a Super Saiyan. But I also want to do all the side quests before moving on. You're not sure? I haven't expressed whether or not I have a clear desire for the ability. It's Lenneth from the original Valkyrie Profile game's signature super move. Okay, we got a very short mission. Alright, what are those?
I expected nothing less.
That doesn't surprise me. Super Saiyan in that series is the basis for most, no, I wouldn't say most, I'd say probably 50% of its transformations and power-ups total. Because of course you've got Goku and Vegeta's Super Saiyan stuff, and then you've got oh, he's weak to darkness, not thunder. Oh, you can.
I'll leave the stragglers to you.
I hate when these guys are weak to what? To darkness. I hate when anything's weak to darkness, because the only darkness spell I have just sort of fundamentally fucking sucks. Like, it's cool in theory, but it is just substantially worse to use than every other spell in the game. So, the funny thing is, when I first heard that there's a Super Saiyan Blue form, I didn't know that Super Saiyan God was a thing, so I saw that there was a red one and a blue one. So me, being, you know, remotely logical, went, oh, I get it. There's a red one for Goku and a blue one for Vegeta. Because those, you know, are good matches for their primary color schemes. But it turns out that they both could just do both. Oh, I see, my Iron Harrier summon ran out. I really want to get a dark spell other than Punishing Blast, because the fact that it is quite literally the only dark damage dealing ability in my whole arsenal, and is so annoying to work with. It's super irritating. Oh, I'm getting bear hugged. Didn't realize I was getting bear hugged.
I suppose this is as far as I always deliver.
No, you do always deliver, Cypher. Thank you for being... Alright, there's that one down. Alright. Alright, you guys don't like Taika. Get out here, Taika. Which one of you jackasses keeps hitting me with thunderbolts? I mean, I know who it is. It's the big guy here. No, I'm pressing the fuck you button. Not had that exact experience. Did that happen in a game that you're playing? So I have not actually met a single enemy who reads as being weak to this spell, so I've literally never used it. Because it's like earth element, and I've not met a single thing in the game weak to earth. Oh wow, that is... Oh, the first mortal suppression spell, I think level 1 I got pretty early on. Like, I think like mission 2 or 3 at the latest. There was just never a use for it, because it says it's good against lightning enemies, but every lightning enemy I've seen has been weak to either light or dark. Then we get a max health increase here. I still have yet to unlock side quests from Taika, so maybe I'll go talk to her, see if there's like some scripted conversation preventing her from giving them to me. So I'm hoping that since I already have 2 fire spells, and I've only ever seen each spell have 2 elements so far, that she's going to give me like a dark spell or something to that effect. So yeah, you'll notice that when I lock onto an enemy and their health bar appears, an element appears over their head. That is not their element, that is the element that they are weak to. Alright. No, you're not done yet, boy. Who gave you permission to leave when you are so good at keeping enemies tied up and away from me? Egon, your auto summon is preventing me from actually making use of my ability. Or not your auto summon, but your body block. Taika, you come in. Okay, it's not targeting me. Now let's get in there.
For this is your salvation. This should be easy enough. Thunderous roar. Now. Do not hesitate.
You'd be wise to run while you can.
You shall be judged.
Did it just, like, cycle old chat messages in? I think it just cycled old chat messages in. Did it do that in chat too, or just on the screen? Or just on the stream screen?
You are all to be purified. Our Odin's decree. Now. Let's finish this.
I'll leave the stragglers to you.
At my side, Odin Imperial. Come forth, Valkyrie. Bring me triumph.
I've got just the thing to turn us back.
Guide with blinding light.
Swing it back in our favour.
Fear your icy destruction.
High power. Are we standing by?
Okay, I can't see his health bar from this far away, so I can't see what he's actually weak against. Now, I hate Fire Lance, it's the most boring spell in the game.
I'll leave the stragglers to you.
But I need this big fire dude dead, and there's really no better option for that. Alright, let's dodge through these. Send out Cypher. You know what? I think that's what I'll do. Egon, come on out.
I'll leave the stragglers to you.
You will be killed.
No.
My side.
I mixed up my buttons and it cost me quite a bit of actual combat time.
Victory is within your
I thought I was summoning Krisha, but I accidentally... Or, not Krisha. Christopher. God, I'm terrible at names. There are so many weird, like... There's so many gacha games that got, like, a year of life outside of Japan. Like, this series actually got one, just randomly had a gacha game that was out for, like... fucking, like, less than a full year globally. Okay, I'm not seeing much more room for max HP increases in that UI. I hate when I accidentally hit enter when I'm going to type like one of the keys around it. It's funny because a lot of the ones that only last like a year here, in their home country will last like 3 to 4 years. Like they'll often launch there first and continue going there longer. Yep, all these are still max. Yeah, the reason I don't like using Punishing Blast, despite it being like a cool spell in terms of like animation, is it leaves you vulnerable so long while you're casting it. Like, it's conceptually cool because it deals more damage the higher in the air you are. Oh, wait, side quests. Doing one of those side quests unlocked more side quests for me. Where are you? There you are. You, I've been wanting to get a side quest from you for a while. I can get all 3 of her quests back to back. Okay, I'm just gonna get another, like, better fire spell, assuming this is actually a fire spell. Or, sorry, divine art. So now, can I preview this spell I'm gonna get from her? Is it like... Oh, it's... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy getting this spell. I think I speak on behalf of all of us when I say...
All threats will be eliminated. Come forth, Viper. Bring me triumph.
I've got just the thing to turn this back. Strike worth its weight in gold.
Did I ever get around to finishing my explanation for what happens? For what her having wings on her back means? So every time wings appear on our Valkyrie's back, it means that she's basically entering a very brief period of witch time from Bayonetta. That's not the move I wanted you to use, girl. I'm trying to keep my summon gauge up as high as I can. This weapon's so fast, sometimes it's a little bit hard to control what I'm doing with it. Because this is the Speed Demon's weapon for this game. If your attacks need to be fast as hell, this is the one for you.
The world awaits salvation.
Needless to say, it's in most lists I've seen where people are like, oh, these are the best weapons in the game. It's like one of the top two.
Here ends your miserable existence.
Hey, Taiki, you want to actually show up this time? And then you pull Christopher out. Are you out, Christopher? Alright. Now I just... And since this is our first quest, this should be pretty easy. Okay, suddenly an earlier side quest where she's all, hey, I want to collect flowers for the Valkyrie makes more sense. Yeah, for me with a Bayonetta, was the thing that killed it for me was just the quick time events in the first game. They were just so ridiculously precise, it felt like, and the inputs would actually change from attempt to attempt. Like one time the double input was this, and then the next time it was a different combination of buttons. It's like, I get it, QTEs and action games were like a thing at the time it came out, but was not a fan of that. Yeah, they were all over the place, and they were almost always terrible in every game. Like, I enjoyed the way that, like, Dark Cloud's take on them went, and the way that Kingdom Hearts 2 did them, and that's it. I wish I could be more positive, because I don't like being negative. Alright, so is this spell just as ridiculous as... Yes, it is just as ridiculous as when she uses it. In Dark Cloud, their QTEs are called duels, and there's, like, this major announcement before they start, like, the screen beeps, a bar comes up on screen, and then you hit the inputs as they move past a line on the bar. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, because they're just... Kingdom Hearts 2 incorporates them into the basic gameplay substantially better than any other game I've seen with QTEs. Or anything QTE-like, really.
Leave it to me.
Guide this blinding light.
No mercy, Valkyrie!
Alright, we got Cypher out now. I want Glacial Blizzard 3 over here. Oh, sorry, I just heard Cypher ask the enemy if they thought they were safe over there, and that just killed me for some reason. If you can't tell, Meteor Storm is just my fuck off and die button for enemies. Okay, I want to check something. Yep, I know of the guy. I've seen a few of his videos. And you immediately lock my spells right as I go to test my thing. Thanks, you dickhead. I mean, that does rather a lot of damage to him, so maybe it is effective on thunder enemies. Taika, get out here and hit him with an Inferno, in an Ifrit's Embrace. No, I said Ifrit's Embrace, not yours, you giant fucking creepoid. Oh, right. Right, I swapped Meteor Storm off of that button. Yep, that's the button I'm used to being my button for Meteor Storm. Alright, I'll pop a potion here. You're not gonna get timed out for saying meowdy. Oh, hey, 688 hits during that fight. Now we've got a soul tree. We haven't purified one of these since, like, mission 3. Yeah, why would I time you out for that? I didn't even time Kira out when Kira took part in this chat. Oh, that guy's weak to... Oh, shit! It's one of those, right? Christopher, you need to get your ass out here. It's a dark element, one of those fuckers. And I didn't notice him.
Not now. I cannot fall.
So,
Not here.
Those immobile tree guys are like the strongest enemies in the game. And I got distracted by all the thunder weakness enemies around it. Didn't notice it was there until I was almost dead. That's why in any fight where I've noticed them that you guys have seen, I have immediately ran into their face and spammed spells of the element they're weak to. My face is not strong. My beard might be, but my face is not. In fact, technically thinking having a beard would make my face weaker since it, you know, like blurs the outline of it slightly. Gives it less of a strong profile, if that makes any sense. Alright, now, move. Target the thing I want to target, please. Why does every ARPG have to just have the worst targeting systems? Alright, he's dead now. Come on out, Egon. Switch to Sidgrani. Oh, right. I keep accidentally pressing the button for that instead of... Because that's been my Meteor Storm Swarm button literally the entire game, and I just arbitrarily changed it. Okay, replace my circle spell with Ifrit's Caress, and let's see how this goes. Such a kind... Did they just interrupt?
Eradicate every last one.
Or I can immediately get myself killed again, because this fight is actually hard, and I've just been
Let us try that again.
blasting through everything like it's nobody's business for the whole stream. It'd probably go better if I wasn't insisting on using the level 1 spell. Even if its range is downright absurd. And it has iframes on the cast animation. Okay, so we want Meteor Swarm on Triangle. I'll do Firestorm 3 there. Walk in, summon Christopher. Of course, this thing would be dead by now if targeting hadn't decided to. It's stunned! How is it still hitting me? The amount of bullshit that just had to happen for that one dickhead to survive that is absurd. My targeting had to insist on sticking onto another enemy when I locked on, even though when I went to lock on I was exclusively targeting it. Like, you could see the target marker on it. Why did you have to auto-summon Egon when I'm trying to use fire? Why did my target switch to the guy who's... Because I should know better than to trust targeting systems in ARPGs. Yeah, the issue is I'm using a lot of ranged moves, so that's not really an option because the types of moves I'm using just don't synergize well. With all that, because they're... If you don't target them on a specific enemy, then they just go to a set spot that always feels like precisely the... It always feels like precisely the worst possible place they could target. See, that's how that first one was supposed to go. Do you see that shit? I go to lock on and it switches who I'm targeting. What the fuck is this? Yep, and I made the mistake of going in to engage when it was almost dead because I didn't notice the little dude was still alive because I was
My time has not come yet.
Irritated at the lock-on having a freaking heart attack this entire fight. So I think that's every phase except for like one that I've tried to lock on to the boss of the wave, where I click the stick to lock on and it switches targets abruptly. Which is not an issue I've had prior to this. Where the game locks on to an enemy I'm not currently targeting. Point where it almost feels intentional. And then Mission 3, I know I can just blaze right through Mission 3 because... Okay, now let's just redo this really quick. Nope. I'm in no mood to fuck with any of this, so... Nope, nope, I'm cheesing it. Fuck you guys. That game doesn't want to let me target the enemy that I want to target. I'll just use a spell that hits the entire country we're located in. Alright. Now, pop that. No, we're not done. I saved up all these things. Get out here, Egon. Alright, there's also that guy. How could I forget him? I am undeserving of existence. Now, Egon, please come out here for a minute. I mean, if I want him out here for a minute, what I should do is... Alright, now fuck every single one of you. Especially the horse you rode in on.
We must heal our wounds and move on. Alright, where's the chest? There it is. Okay, now let's actually map these to where I want them in the long term. Now we've got one more quest for her, but it is going to be substantially easier than that was. I can say that and actually be pretty confident in it. Because I know what the third quest for each of them is by now, because I've done the third quest for every other one of them.
And then you guys will get to see how I farm potions, I guess. It's not a super quick process, but it gets me a lot of them. Okay, now we've got a circle is my spell slot I use for modular nonsense, so pop that there. Wait, I gotta go talk to her. Then we get quest 3. No, it's for everything except your summoning meter. The best place to farm healing items for them is the first mission of the game. Which, due to the amount of side stuff you have to do to get all the potions, can take upwards of an hour per run, but it does give you basically the maximum amount of every potion. Okay, now funny thing is, I have actually been in one fight that was harder than the fight we did there. And that was the 1v1 sparring match you can do with Christopher, because sweet Jesus, that woman is scary.
I must admit, I always feel encouraged by your unwavering bravery.
Encouraged?
Because while I know I'm now an Inherior, I still feel fear. Whenever I think that someone may be hurt or is suffering in battle, I cannot help but feel a pain deep in my heart.
That is not fear. It is compassion, I think. But our battles will only grow more heated, and there will be more pain. If you wish, you may cede your place as an Inherior. And...
No, please! I wish to stay by your side to the end. I promised those children at the flower shop that I would never, ever give up on saving people. Let us fight together to save this world.
Of course. I am glad to have you by my side.
So what do we got here? Soul Elixir. Of course, there's no gap on the other side, so I'm not sure we'll be seeing an Arts Elixir large. Nope. Okay, so if you're wondering why I've been preparing for this as though I know the enemy I'm about to fight, it's because every one of these missions just has you fight the boss version of that character from the story mode, but with way amped stats.
This should be easy enough.
Cypher, you're the man for this one. Then I'll summon Christopher, because Christopher and Cypher actually make a great team. I'm going into boss fights. Why do I have these set up? See, told you, substantially easier. I'm pretty sure she's been the spirit that's been popping up everywhere in this side quest. Is her sister. Yeah, it is still funny to me that the hardest thing I've done in this entire game was just Christopher being like, let's have a friendly sparring match. And then just absolutely mopping the floor with me repeatedly. Let's switch to some other weapons for a bit. I haven't used either of these so far this stream, so we'll go with them. The heavy weapons. Yeah, it was kind of like that. If we check my side quest ranks, you'll see that for the vast majority of them, the exception of that flower for the quest. Oh, wait, skip that tab for now. Me getting below an A rank is almost unheard of. And then you have the fight with her. And it concerns me that it looks like there's still room for one more quest here. So I'm concerned they're going to go all Kingdom Hearts 1 Destiny Islands and be like, okay, the 4 of us against you. This one's for keeps. Alright, now let's go get all those healing items. I mean, maybe Nibelung Valesti is just so overpowered that it would carry me through with no effort. Because, like, Egon was pretty hard, too, but pretty hard to fight, too. I forgot he was a dude. I need to be more, specific with that. He was pretty hard to fight, too, but he had substantially less options for engaging me at long range, so I could kind of play hit and run with him. Cypher and Taika were both very easy to beat, because you just get in their face, and since they're primarily ranged fighters, they just can't deal with that. Alright, since this is chapter 1, it's gonna shove the tutorials at me, and I'm just gonna ignore them and do my own thing.
An undead. So this is what happens when a soul stagnates.
Now time for the part that generally costs me the most HP out of this entire mission. Crossing that gap. This is actually like the game's heaviest, big heavy weapon. Because it expects you to charge up most of its attacks to get the full effect out of them. I'm sorry, that's a move from Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. That is Lion's Roar, 100%. A lot of these are going to be health items, so a lot of them are just going to get put right back in the dang box. Any boxes here? Nope.
Here ends your miserable existence. Now, bring me victory. My duty is to protect. I have done as I was bid. Let us continue to cleanse the world.
Yeah, the only reason this mission probably isn't stuffed full of summon gauge healing items is because you don't even have summons during this mission your first time through. Alright, and I've got no reason to be heading down there. But I just don't feel satisfied after, leaving anything unfinished.
My duty is to It is an honor to aid in your cause.
Yeah, can you see why I said that the game's exploration peaked in the first chapter?
Defiled soul shall be free.
I suppose this is as far as I go.
Because this first mission's exploration and traversal can just be so fun when it wants to be. Like, the fact that your grapple uses physics is so cool, but it just doesn't come up anywhere else.
The holy laws decree.
Since I'm mostly here for arts healing items, I will actually be going into the secret bonus room in the castle that you can't get until you replay. because it contains, I think it's 2 large arts potions. Alright. This weapon primarily specializes in being used to keep back groups of enemies. Okay, fine, I'll kill it before the buff reaches it. Alright, I never explained that, did I? So you'll notice when I kill an enemy, a little, like, purple orb pops out of them. If that purple orb touches another enemy, that enemy gets a substantial stat buff and a very large portion, if not all, of their HP recovered. But you can target and destroy them before the enemy gets to use them. I'm trying to... There is a chest down at the bottom over this way, and one at the end of that path over there. Nope, just boxes. I misremembered that bit. I feel like a darn fool now. Now this little thing has just a bunch of little side rooms like this. Now there are enemies over there, but they don't generally follow you into here. First, the amount of damage they deal really does demonstrate how much smaller your health bar was back at the start. You know what? Let's just feel really overpowered for a second. Yeah, my spells are basically just... Like, I already use, like, Ifrit's Caress during a fight. I think it would basically just be select all plus the delete button. I didn't check for chests out around here, because if there was one, I would miss it there. I guess I'm just not using them because it feels like since they're what I'm here looking for, I need to be stingy. How did you get all the way over here, little feller?
You'd be wise to run.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this chest was a blue chest when I first came through, but I could be wrong.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. Even I reply or blame.
Egon will just kill that thing instantly for us because he's Egon.
We should move on.
See, the reason when I set them to 60 seconds, I said I was setting them for a boss fight, and that they were set for mob fights before.
Heal our wounds and move
It's
on.
because once a mob fight ends, your summons return. So if you summon them for longer than you needed, you just spent more souls to summon them than they actually... than you actually got usage out of them, basically. But, you know... Okay, one of you lived. That's a surprise. Okay, so it does not hit down, like, at all. Noted. Can hear another archer. Is he... Okay, I did not actually remember where he was. I was just taking a stab in the dark. Over here is a...
I must think about what's
bit of a wave fight, but I'll be... Oh, no, it's just one fight. I thought it would be big. Oh, that's during a side quest that it's bigger. Okay, now as you can see, the main way up into this area here is over there. Obviously, I have no interest in doing all that walking, so I'm just gonna come over here. Pop up this way. No, there's a chest to check over here. How are we looking on those? I need one medium and one more small. I'll have maxed on those, and then I just need medium health elixirs. Now we'll just... hit here for the full heal.
Always deliver the best ways. Swing battle in our favour.
Yep, and that was a whole ass dragon. It's the strongest normal enemy we're going to encounter in this whole area. Wait. Just because I like the feeling of pretending I'm sneaky, I like to go this way. It doesn't actually give you any advantage. I just enjoy doing it.
Defiled soul, you shall be free. Take them down.
I shall gain victory.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stealth all over this for damn sure.
A futile attempt. Christopher, it is up to you. My blade.
This is the true work of a knight.
Okay, yep. So it's gonna be a butthead. Yep, now in this village segment, you can just sort of casually go around exploring on the rooftops.
An easy fight.
Now I know the lower floors in here also have items.
Face your doom.
And of course you can get into that building from down here. That building is this building's nice because it's technically got like 3 different ways into it.
I expected nothing less.
I already checked this, but I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna check it again. Now over here, there's an enemy that likes to guard this chest here.
Eradicate every last one.
Oh, by the way, I saw something flash back here. A grapple point. That's the first time I've actually found that one. I did not know that grapple point even existed. Despite the fact that this is where I come back to every time I need to stock up on healing items. Now you heard this guy shooting at me earlier. Funny quirk of this game's encounter design.
I've fulfilled my
enemies are in fact grouped by encounters. So if you don't finish that encounter off, that guy down there will in fact just respawn over and over and over again every time you aggro him, kill him, and then wander off. Every time you come back into his aggro range, he'll magically be back. No, there should be a dude back in here guarding. This chest. Fortunately, this isn't Fire Emblem, so we can beat him even though we have a spear.
Perish in peace.
Alright, this is more just an area you fall to if you fall off the roofs around here. Yep, here's the cutscene that introduces brown hair guy.
Be the first to strike.
That might be fun to pull off on
The
something.
world awaits salvation. Defiled soul, you shall be free.
You guys have to wait your turn. Oop. Fucked it up. That is pretty fun, but it doesn't actually do that much damage. Well, if they didn't want to wait, then they should have attacked me.
Christopher, it is up to you. You've not won yet.
Yeah, and this is your way up onto the rooftops here. They're a bit trickier to navigate in this area because there's less of them. Yeah, and this is... Yep, that is the only way to get into this particular building.
The holy laws decree your obliteration.
Alright, since we're maxed out on everything we came here for, now that I've demonstrated my fondness for this town section, I'm just gonna sort of blitz my way through this castle. And then I'm probably gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna end stream there, or if I'm gonna see how big the next mission is and see if it's reasonable to keep going until we get Nibelung Valesti. Okay, these guys were spread out enough to not immediately get wrecked. Okay, stop trolling me, dude.
Open arms to a scorching embrace. Bring me victory. My duty is to protect. May you find strength in battle. The holy laws decree your obliteration.
Do I even have to fight those particular dudes? So I've never killed these encounters in this order, so I'm unsure. Okay, no, I don't. That is not a mandatory encounter, I guess. Alright, now I will leave that be for now because we can come over here and do this wave fight in order to break this spear and shatter the We're now halfway through opening the corridor that leads to the boss.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. Now,
Hate every last one.
fade into the dark. Face your doom. Thunderous roar. Ifrit's caress. Open arms to a scorching embrace. A fearsome foe.
Okay, we've already seen one rep of that cutscene. I guess we don't need to see it again. I'll stick with this one. Now we come up to, oh no, a dragon.
You've not won yet. I'll leave the stragglers to you.
Alright, now it would be most advantageous to switch to this weapon.
Your soul shall not be wasted. You are all to be purified per Odin's decree. With no mercy. I exist to purge evil from the land. Fortune doesn't smile on you this day. Now. An easy fight.
I've fulfilled my duty here.
That was a tenacious one.
If you're wondering why I'm using that move to drop, one, it's cool, and two, it makes me fall faster than any other move I've seen. Decease. Never heard that said that way. Alright, now we're gonna be fighting
What fools you are! Defying the gods! Fight and fulfill your destiny!
I was waiting.
It is an honor to aid in your cause. Return back from whence you came, lost.
and this is where we met Egon.
Speak.
Though we didn't actually recruit him until the end of the next mission because we hadn't jumped through all the requisite hoops the game set. I don't know, that boss died almost as quick as that dragon, I think. And I think we're going to end the stream here because my stuffy nose has been getting quite aggressive out of basically nowhere. So have a good night, everybody.